Hello, lovely people. This is Sakino on Sunday again. Many of you know that I love to tell stories, and today is no different. So I want to tell you the story of something that I experienced throughout the last year. When in March I had to come back from Israel and just cut my stay there due to the close down of the countries, I was not aware, or I didn't know, of course, as nobody knew, what the impact would be of this COVID-19 situation. All I knew was, because I was following the scientific reports and the results of the researches up to that point, that it would not be a short-term issue. And of course, I was very afraid that I would lose my work, because much of my work is dependent on physical presence. And I did not know how that would be in the future during this time of close down or lockdown. But when I am experiencing a shock situation, which that was, of course, as for everybody else, my response mostly is to go into action, to become creative, to think of possibilities. So what I did was I was sitting down with my Israeli students, and we were thinking of how could we continue with our work together. So with a couple of the students, we were meeting on Zoom, and we were developing a format of constellation work that could be done online. And to my total surprise, and of course also the total surprise of everybody else, it worked as well, as fine as in person. So then I decided I would create something ongoing, because I felt for myself what I needed was kind of an ongoing group of people meeting on a regular base. So what I created was a group that was meeting every Tuesday for 2 hours online for 10 sessions. That was the first round, because I wanted to check it out if it worked. And around 20 people signed up for that, which was my limit, because I want to be able to see everybody on the screen and not have to miss people. Because in my work, I've always promoted that I want to have a chance to personally connect with everybody in the group. So my groups are generally not bigger than 20 people, because I like that. And through my own experience of having done trainings and studies in bigger groups, I never felt safe, and I never felt that I had a safe container where I could open up when the group was as big as, let's say, 50 or even more. So I decided 20 is a good number. So around 20 people signed up, and we had those 10 meetings, and developing a way of sharing. The beginning of the evening is always that we tune in with ourselves, that we do a short, like 5 to 10 minutes, tuning in with our body sensations, with our breathing, with our emotional body. And then we do a sharing. So everybody has the chance to share where they are at in this given moment, And the format of the sharing is that we just listen to each other. We are not giving feedback or judging or commenting on the sharing of each person. And then we just see if somebody has a personal issue that he or she wants to work on. And then usually I do a constellation with that person. Sometimes it can be 2 constellations, but mostly it's 1 constellation because I want to take time. For me, and this is in general, the most important factor in a healing process is, first of all, the personal connection between me and the others, me and another individual, and also between each individual in a given group. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is patience. So giving time and space so that whatever wants to unfold can unfold. And then after the individual work, there are a couple of minutes time left for questions or comments or sharings. And it turned out that in those 10 evenings, we already created a group feeling, a feeling of togetherness, a feeling of this was what many people expressed. We are waiting for this Tuesday every week because it gives us a stable place during the week where we know we will meet and we'll have time and space to share ourselves. And that gives us some kind of safety in this unsafe time. And I had not expected that to happen, but in fact we are now going into the 5th round of 10 evenings, and many of the participants of the first group have stayed and continued, and new people have come into the group, of course. So it's a kind of there is a stable a stable number of people which create a foundation for the new ones to come in and also participate in this safe space. So for me, also, this group has become my fixed point during the week. I'm looking forward every week to meet my students and friends in this group. And I can feel that this is what we need at these times. We need a space and a place where we can let ourselves be as we are. And as we cannot do that in the moment in person, this virtual space has become that safe space, at least for me and for those participants in this group. On top of that, which would not happen if we would meet in person, but for me it's an extra bonus, is that this group consists of people from many countries. I was counting around 10 countries that are represented in this group. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. But this would not happen if we would meet in person in one geographical place. Nobody would come from the Arab Emirates every week, Tuesday, to Berlin to meet for 2 hours and fly back. But in this virtual space, we can meet and we can be together. So I am very much looking forward to the next rounds, which starts on the 23rd of March. And I just wanted to share with you how much this group means to me. And if you feel that you are attracted to join the group, please get in touch with me by email or whatever way you choose to get in touch with me. You're very, very welcome to join, and I will be happy to have you. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, and I wish you a good week ahead. Thank you for listening.